Hi, everybody. This is Phil Sims, and you're watching Fresh Cookies.
Welcome to Fresh Cookies. It's the after party. Somber tone because I witnessed the worst Patriots game I ever have in my entire life today. What up, everyone? Hope your NFL Sunday went better than mine. Shout out to people in the chat already in here. Before I get into my rants, what NFL Week 4 matchups surprised you today? Now, Dallas is good. I had faith in the Patriots. I didn't think it was going to be 38-3, though. Ridiculous. Appreciate the love in the chat right now. Yeah, obviously didn't see this one coming. Just going to pull it up for you right here just so you understand. Where is it at? Get this out of the way. Yes, the worst loss in Coach Bill Belichick's career happened today. It was awful. You know, I don't want to call for anybody's job, but Mac Jones, not the guy. Not the guy. Before the season started, I wanted Zappy. He didn't have a great preseason, so I can't fault them for wanting to go back to Mac, but it is just not working out. All right? It's not working out. The team's not happy. The fans definitely aren't happy. And straight up, it was the worst Patriots game I've ever witnessed. The team seems cursed. Like I said, we need to change our quarterback. Mac by himself costing us 14 points. All right. The fumble, I have to do the highlight. It's only right. Have to do the Fresh Cookies highlight. 2 separate turnover plays that were taken for touchdowns. Ridiculous. It's time to stop messing around. We already have a bunch of injuries to our secondary. And then today, Christian Gonzalez goes down and Matthew Judon, Gonzalez dislocated shoulder, Judon bicep, they're down for the moment. And then later in the game, which this should have happened a lot sooner, though. I don't know if Mac is just secure that he's just going to stay the starter, or if maybe he's just kind of checked out there. But that's who our freaking quarterback should be right there. He's ready to go. Yeah, it was the worst. It really was the worst Patriots game I've ever witnessed as a fan. I was hurt. I really don't know where to start. I thought we took a lot of steps in the offseason. It seems like Belichick definitely made strides in trying to put together a better team, and for some reason it's just not executing the way I feel like it should be. I feel like we have better coaches. We have an actual offensive coordinator, good players, but they're just not. I don't know. We're like fumbling and coming up 1 yard short way too much, and Mac's quarterback sneak pitiful. But I don't want to stay focused in on, just that game. I'll circle back to it, but I just want to kind of go over this crazy-ass Week 4 Sunday. I'm talking about the Patriots and the Cowboys right now. We had 5 games that a touchdown wasn't scored for one team. All right, so it's not like we were the only ones. I wouldn't even say we got shellacked, but I'm saying it's not like we were the only ones that had a miserable outing out there today. So everybody's about to get some. It's all good. Here we go. like I said, let me know. Let me know about your guys' matchups. But yeah, just looking at the stats from today, man, just everything. Zeke, we thought, Zeke's homecoming game, this is what we get. 53 rushing yards total. Ramondre Stevenson, granted, the offensive line looks, I don't even know. Looks like we rented a bunch of guys to go play offensive line. It doesn't look like a team out there. So I don't know if that's to blame for the poor, running game thus far this season, but 53 yards, not good. 200 passing yards, that's not going to get the job done. And this brings me to my one question right here. Like, how good is Dallas and how bad are the Patriots? I want to give Dallas their credit. They are a really good team, but two of them touchdowns coming off of turnovers. And then you look at the scoring summary. They're sitting here knocking down field goals when they're in the red zone. Like, come on, man. You got to be putting us away. But no more Mac Jones, man. I can't do it. Can't do it. We're going to have to go with Zappy. Malik Cunningham, I don't know. Can we lure Brady away from Vegas? Huh? All right, but still a lot more great games to talk about today. It's not going to be a particularly long show, but I had to respond because the Patriots just out here making me look bad. Anyway, it eased my woes. Dolphins, you good, bro? Listen, and let me just, before I start getting on them, I want to bring up the power rankings from earlier, from the kickoff show. Definitely some changes that are going to have to be made to the power rankings here. The 49ers, they'll stay at the top spot, which I have a clip I'm about to play. Something interesting that happened during the game. Dolphins, ooh, that 2 spot. You coming out that 2 spot, man. I was secretly rooting for the Bills to break the scoring record. If they would hit that 73, that would have been so tough. Eagles, I was pretty close there with Washington. I know you're division rivals, but I'm telling you, the Eagles are not. They ain't there yet. So we'll see what happens with them. The Chiefs just beat the Jets, and Zach Wilson. Shout out to this young man with what feels like the entire NFL community just kicking his back in. Dude is defied expectations and showed out in a big primetime game. Didn't get the win, but still impressive. Dallas, they just beat our ass, so I'll probably keep them in the 5th spot, if not move them up. Cardinals, they lost. I actually caught some heat on social media for my Cardinals take, so we'll see where they fall. Bills definitely got to move up. Maybe I'll switch them with the Dolphins. Maybe that's too big of a jump, but that was really impressive. Steelers, ooh, that offense. Oh, no, I can't even say the offense because the defense getting down 14-0 early. That was rough to watch. The Packers, disappointing, lost to the Lions, but the Lions, hey, maybe they're for real. And the Seahawks will wait to see what they do tomorrow. Definitely some big changes coming in the power rankings. And like I said, let me pull it up here. The Dolphins Snap back to reality. 48-20. God is good. Just see it down here. I sat Gabe Davis today. Just a rough, just a rough football day for me in general. The bets weren't hitting. The fantasy wasn't hitting. Patriots. I don't know. I have no words. I'm honestly speechless how pathetic that was. But yeah, the Dolphins caught it, bro. Dolphins caught it. We'll see. We'll see how sustainable this crazy offense is going forward. I forgot they were showing a stat that teams facing opposing teams facing a team coming off like huge record games usually got the win. So Bills keeping that tradition going. Now, the day got started with this one out in London. I was excited for this matchup. I kind of drew a blank and forgot that the Falcons-Jaguars game was going to be played in London. I was excited, Calvin Ridley playing his old team. He did get the touchdown early, set the tone, but after that, nothing really. And to be honest with you, game was pretty boring. These international games, I just don't know what it is. I know the last one that Brady played in Germany was pretty good, but these international games have. Do we need to keep doing this? Yep. I thought similar thoughts today. Like I said, 5 different games, including the Patriots game, where a touchdown wasn't scored. All right. Some of them, a couple field goals and things like that. But 5, I feel like there was a lot of blowouts last week and some closer games this week. But I just don't know. And Anthony Richardson, he's showing out right now for the Colts, but you know how long you can only run that ball so long in this league. But yeah, the Falcons Jaguars game, I don't know. I'm currently not a fan of these international games. I think maybe the guys are just too tired, or maybe they just can't get fired up. Can't get fired up, bruv. And the Jags, they'll be there another week, so looks like we'll be watching football at 9:30 again. They're playing they're playing the Bills. So that should be a much better matchup. And I'll give the London games another try. All right? I'll give them another try. Rams and Colts, sort of certified thriller. Rams get the overtime win on the road. They aight. No Deshaun Watson, just a bloodbath for the Cleveland Browns. Just pulling this up. And yeah. Rough time for the Cleveland Browns. They're used to it, but this team has a lot of potential. Really like the defense, but no Deshaun Watson obviously hurting them. And all things considered, I mean, I feel like they weren't too far behind the Ravens. They weren't able to close. Kind of like a Bijan Robinson situation. Guy gets a lot of yards, but, he's not punching in the touchdown. So what are you supposed to do? I guess you just got to take the rushing yards. I'm not going to lie. Vikings-Panthers I thought was going to be a little bit better. I see Justin Jefferson may have gotten hurt in that one. I think he's fine. Something to keep an eye out for, but needed Adam Thielen to get a touchdown. That didn't happen. Killing me. I needed Adam Thielen and Michael Pittman Jr. to get touchdowns. Would have won me my four-legger, and that didn't happen. So, Thielen, after being so high on you, why? Why? Bengals Titans was a surprising matchup for the most part, simply for the fact that the Bengals, what are you doing? You guys are looking like the old Marvin Harrison, Carson Palmer Bengals, which they had some good years. I can't even hate, but pulling up there ish. Listen, Derrick Henry's a problem, but this passing game, like this out of nowhere passing game from the Titans. Tannehill, 240 yards, touchdowns, pretty good. Let me know in the comments or in the chat, what's the deal with the Bengals? You think it's just the offensive line, or are these guys just not mentally there? So far, I think they're probably the most, obviously outside the Patriots for me, but they're probably the most disappointing team so far this year. I guess you can kind of put the Jets up there, but that's out of their control. And I'm going to go more into these games on the Thursday kickoff show, which you should watch every Thursday at noon before Thursday Night Football. Chat is lit. I want to bring up this Chiefs-Jets that just wrapped up. The Jets stepping up huge. I thought this was going to be another bloodbath. Not the case. Not the case. That would have been a crazy trifecta, though, if it would have just been the Jets getting blown out. That would have been, 3 of the 4 AFC East teams just getting mollywopped. So, shout out to the Jets. Keeping it close. A controversial, I guess it was a defensive holding that kind of kept them in the game. But what else is new? But Zach Wilson, after that crazy week of hate that he just got, to show up like that, that's big, man. That's big. I have a couple of things here that I do want to show. James Conner. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce dude's name, but you know him from the 49ers. But look at this. After the game. Come on, Niners. You're the Fresh Cookies Power Rankings leader. Can't be doing stuff like this. Can't be doing stuff like that. All right, moving right along here. This is Jeez, you guys just technology just loves screwing me over. Trying to put together a nice show here. Everything's got to go loud. Doesn't queue up right. It's all good, bro. We fight along. just do that ish. I'm not gonna play a long clip because YouTube be crazy, man. Um, but I just had this hit on Caleb Williams. Oh my goodness! All right, that's enough before they tear me down. But I was watching that the other day and I was like, love to see it, love to see it. But yeah, not gonna go too long tonight. But it really just wanted to address the frustration with the Patriots. Look, it really is time to stop messing around. I know it's only 4 games in, but this season is just looking like a throwaway. And honestly, if we go 8-9, we're gonna end up in no man's land, just not being able to actually draft a good quarterback. I'm done, like, I don't want a decent quarterback, want a good quarterback. Like I said, another pair of bad injuries today with Gonzalez and Judon going down, and it's hard to be mad at the defense. They're playing their asses off, and it's got to be frustrating when you kind of know in the back of your mind that your offense isn't going to get points for you. They're not really doing anything for you. So we really need to get it together. I don't know if I want to ask for anybody to be fired, but something's got to give, bro. Something's got to give. Bench Mac, put Zappy in. I don't know. Call Brian. Actually, you know what? Don't call Brian Hoyer. It's a bad idea. I'd rather take Jacoby Brissett, honestly. This guy got us a win. In those four in that 4-game suspension season for Brady. Yeah, no, I do agree that AFC North is definitely it's definitely going to be a close race there towards the end. When it comes to the Steelers, they just got beat today by a hungry Texans team. It sounds weird to say, but really, I mean, the defense has been the saving grace, and they were the first ones to get they kind of caught it early. But definitely some big changes coming to the top 10. Also, let me know if there's some other stuff you guys are, maybe there's some stuff you're interested in. Hey, why isn't there a fresh cookies? I don't know. Backgammon. We're uh, yeah, Buccaneers rolling right now too. I'm gonna talk about them for a second. Baker Mayfield going into the Superdome, getting that big win. He's defying expectations right now. Who knows? Maybe he gets a long-term contract after this year, and he'll take over for that Brady reign. The Broncos Bears lived up to the slop fest. It was slated to be real slop fest. Bears, some changes definitely coming. And I'm not sure if Justin Fields will be one of them. I would like to hear that in the comments. Do you think Justin Fields gets the boot and they kind of move, they kind of work towards something else, or is it everybody else around Justin Fields gets the boot and they work around him? I would like to hear that. Commanders, Eagles, a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Shout out to Ron Rivera and Eric Bieniemy. They've been giving us some good games, even though, they haven't won all of theirs. They're looking all right, especially Sam Howell. Dude knows how to evade, and he's been taking some big licks. So you'll see it in the highlight show. Raiders, Chargers, that was kind of hard to watch. That was hard to watch. Like the Rams, you know what? Rams Colts was actually pretty fun to watch. Not bad. The Falcons Jaguars though. Oh, I need to take a Tums just thinking about that shit. I don't even know. I'm gonna pull up. Oh, I want to pull up the. Like I was watching the Raiders Chargers too, and just there was like nothing going on. I still have Commanders Eagles up here. Yeah. But yeah, Monday Night Football out here in Jersey, Seahawks, Giants. You know, Giants with a couple of weird last couple of weeks. They had that comeback win. They got stomped by the Cowboys to start the year. They had the comeback win over the Cardinals. Who am I trying to think? Who else? Oh yeah, they played the 49ers, so they've also had a rough start to the season. Pete Carroll, he has these guys. He has his team playing pretty good, even with Geno Smith. Not to knock him, but like I've said on here before, giving this guy damn near second win in his career. But the Giants, I feel like they know they're. I don't know. I don't want to say they're sus, but definitely not consistent. And this will be a very telling game for them. Very telling game. If I had to go, if I had to go with the pick tomorrow, Seahawks or Giants, I've given the Giants a lot. I think I picked them for damn near every game they've played, even a couple upsets, and they just keep letting me down. So maybe out of respect this time, I'm going to go with the Seahawks. They're on the road. They already beat the Lions on the road, which I thought that was big for them. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks tomorrow. And who knows if New York gets off to that start, do they make any changes? Also, when it comes to Kirk Cousins, do you guys think he gets traded at the deadline or no? I personally think no. You would have to get something decent. All right? Like I feel like I know who their backup is. I can look it up right now. But I don't see them getting rid of Kirk Cousins. Why are you going to do that to Justin Jefferson, who is your best player? You're going to get rid of your second best player, who he's already comfortable with? Nah. I don't buy that, bro. But it's definitely a possibility. I think with you see how Zach Wilson just played, do the Jets really need to make a push for a quarterback? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just looking up the Vikings, their QB situation. Jaron Hall, Nick Mullins, and yeah. Like, what is that? Let's see here. yeah, I mean, like unless you're gonna get a quarterback, and I don't even know if they would go for a Zach Wilson for Kirk Cousins and a whole bunch of other people trade, but that ain't it. Yeah, I like the Seahawks in that one too. All right, well, that felt good to vent, to get some of my frustration out. I'm gonna have more coming this week, highlight videos, some different Patriots segments. I don't know. Let's see what details come out in the next couple of days. But we have Monday Night Football tomorrow, just one game. Like I said, I'm taking the Seahawks. Let me know in the comments some questions, concerns you may have, and maybe what are you looking forward to in Week 5. All right. As always, appreciate you stopping by. Fresh cookies.